Good evening and welcome. My name is Johnny. Please visit my webpage, fightfordecency.com, and take a look at the 4 prerequisites for a prosperous middle class. If you can, pay particular attention to the 5-part video series on This is Neoliberalism. Also, go to my YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe, please. By doing that, you're pushing the algorithm, and more people start to know what's going on and how we can fight to get our country back. This is about a strategy to take our country back with power. You know, I sometimes go on TikTok and make these short videos, and I have been yelled at, laughed at, and ridiculed about what I'm saying. And the sad part about this is what I'm saying is true. It's not like it's some conspiracy theory or some whatever. It's actually true. What I have on my webpage, when I talk about the 4 prerequisites for a prosperous middle class, neoliberalism is true. It really happened from the late 70s, early 80s to this day. It's an economic ideology that is really hurting the working class. For 45 years, we've been dealing with this. And the amazing thing is when you ask people, they have no clue. They've never heard of the word. And when you start to explain it, they scratch their heads like, But they refuse to believe it, because to believe it, they know that their arguments don't hold water about, pick yourself up by the bootstraps, and it's your fault, and, you quit if you weren't so lazy, and if you just go get a job. Nothing could be further from the truth. It's been drilled in their head for so long over the airwaves, that they actually believe this stuff. And it's hard to blame them, really, if they're not willing to learn, if they don't take the time to study, they won't understand neoliberalism. And then modern monetary theory, when you tell them, no, there's nothing keeping the federal government from paying for and affording whatever it is they need to do. So, it's just an uphill battle, it's an uphill battle, but we have to continue trying. The strategy is that we go from neighborhood to neighborhood, let them understand the 4 prerequisites, and then make the choice to fight with power. So that's the task before us, and we're going to take that task because we are responsible citizens of America, and responsible citizens make an effort to understand the truth about what has happened to us, and then take action to overcome this neoliberal era that we've been under by fighting for decency.